ever been to a meadow?
No, I haven't been to a meadow. Have you been to a meadow?
I mean, yeah, I have, but I don't know why I asked that question. Starting conversation, I guess.
Is that why we're here? To start conversation? I mean, have you been to a meadow? That's not a very good question.
What do you mean it's not a very good question? We're having a conversation now. You gotta start it. It's better than sitting around saying nothing, right?
Yeah, but have you been to a meadow? You could ask me about my mom, you could ask me about my dad, you could ask me 100 different questions if you really cared or were interested. But a meadow? No, I haven't been to a meadow.
I mean, it's like you ask a question and it leads to other things. So you say, yeah, I've been to a meadow. I mean, even though you haven't, you say you have. Then I say, well, have you been to a meadow with your mother?
And why don't you ask me about my mother instead of just... You could say, how is your mother? Or have you seen your mother? Or... But I don't know why you would ask about a meadow.
Okay. It's like having a visual connection, at least. Because, I mean, I don't really want people to ask me about my mother, because I say, well, my mother's fine. She's very normal. She's doing well. She's not sick. What do I say after that? Where if you have a meadow, you can say, well, no, I haven't been to Meadow, but I've been somewhere else that I thought was really nice. And then that you can talk about something that was nice versus something that you actually want to talk about, basically.
So, you say something that you actually want to talk about. You don't want to talk about my mother or maybe my dad or, I don't know, something that I care about. Why does it have to be about you? What if I want to ask you, how's your relationship? Or, I heard some girl broke your heart, let's talk about that. Or...
You see, that's what I'm saying, is that when you ask about meadows, or something very open-ended, the person who's responding can say whatever they want. They can bring whatever they want into it. So if you want to bring your mother into it, then you can say, yeah. Or you say, well, yes, I've been to a meadow. What? How's your mother?
She's fine, but that's not the point. Okay, she's not fine, but I don't want to talk about it. It's actually... It's fine.
You see, that's my point, is that I brought up something about something random, but you wanted to talk about your mother. But you don't want to admit it now, but you really want to talk about your mother. So, what's up with your mother?
Actually, I think I want to talk about the meadow now. She's difficult. She doesn't understand.
Okay. She's difficult, she doesn't understand. It seems to me, at least, at this point, that there's nothing wrong with your mother. Well, I don't know how to phrase this. You're having a difficulty with your mother, but your mother doesn't have a difficulty, is what it sounds like. So, I don't know.
When was the last time you've been to a meadow? I don't want to talk about meadow. Let's just forget I brought it up. Can we talk about something else?
Okay. We can talk about something else. Last time I've been to a meadow. I think the last time I've been to a meadow was probably, I think it was when I was creek fishing with my family, actually. Yeah. I mean, I don't think my mom actually caught it. I don't even know if she actually went fishing. I think she just kind of went along, helped the dog. But Yeah, those are good times.
And you had fun? You guys talked, and how was your relationship with her? What did he talk about?
What do we talk about on the trip or just in general?
Nothing specific. I mean, do you guys talk? Does conversation flow? Is it awkward? I don't know. What? How do you talk to your mother?
How do I talk to my mother? How do I talk to my mother? Well, I certainly don't usually ask her about Meadows. Maybe I should.
If you asked her about Meadows, do you think she'd be interested? I mean, that's the problem. It'd be nice if my mom asked me about random stuff, like the Meadows, or do you like dogs, or what's your favorite color? But I think over the years, I moved, she moved. I mean, what else can you say?
Well, I think, if you don't know what you're saying, in some senses that's why you ask about Meadows. Because you don't know what else to say. So you start off with something and kind of just cross your fingers, it turns into something.
You asked me a question about Meadows, and now I'm ranting about my mother and how we don't talk as much, and it seems like she doesn't care. And is there something you want to know?
No? Yes. Just if there's something you want to say?
When was the last time we hung out, and there's really nothing you want to know?
It's not that, it just don't know what to say. Don't know what there is to know.